Hey everyone, Local Jai here, and well, I took a break from my after I made my other earlier video, of course, to do the daily EXP and level up my further level up my Orion. But I also took a little break to go get myself something to eat, as I hadn't eaten anything since lunch. Anyway. Also saw one of the most dumbest things I ever seen. One of the dumbest things I've ever seen on social media. I'm not going to mention it here, but it's okay. So let's just go ahead and get back into Salem here. All right. Oh, that's a new. It's of course it's new, section 5, a new no battle sequence. We're at the hideout now. This one's called Fourth Knot for some reason. We'll find out why. So let's go ahead and do this. Section 5, Fourth Knot. Kind of sounds like I'm saying Fort Knox. The next morning, Salem, day 5. Forest Safe House. Are you alright, Abby? You were crying out in your sleep, and your lips are deathly pale. Oh, mush, I just had the worst, most awful nightmare. Everyone in the village is yelling that I was a witch, demanding that I atone for my sins. I'm sure what we told you last night must have come as a great shock. But you've lived a peaceful life ever since you were born. That's nothing you need to atone for. But what if all that was a lie too? Time in Salem is speeding up. The days are passing more quickly than when we first arrived. You can't tell from inside Salem, but it's obvious when you observe it from within the bounded field. Huh? Right, that's exactly what's going on. Everything Roman told you up until he lost sight of us is true. I tried to accompany Mr. Carter after he left to go to Boston. I was hoping I might find a clue as to how he could leave Salem. Of course, now I can see that what a rash, foolish thing that was to do. Water to the bridge, Mosh. Don't sweat it. Okay. Thank you, Senpai. I can't believe the discrepancy wasn't affecting our perception, but time itself. This distortion in the time stream near Salem's perimeter is why Robin lost sight of me. Huh? But wait, hold up. Any belief that can affect the damn time stream has got to be pretty limited in scope. But the demon god pill is pulling it off on this kind of scale, then what the hell can we possibly do against it? Right. After I got separate from Miss Carter, I ended up lost in the woods. It was then that a pack of ghouls found me. I might have died if Tituba, the Queen of Sheba, hadn't happened to be close by. I still can't believe it. Neither can I. I never would have guessed that Tituba was actually the namesake of the near future observation lens, Sheba. Wow, I'm still that famous in the modern day? Yes, your name is known far and wide. The story we used for our play about you and King Solomon has been told around the world. And there are a great many songs about the Queen of Sheba as well. Well, that's wonderful. That kind of name recognition should be a big help for business. Maybe I could get royalties off on all that too. Right. Business. I probably shouldn't tell her about her name is all anyone knows about her now. Okay, so much as I'm still curious as to why Sheba is here is the only one who's escaped the demon god pillar's influence. Our first part is to come up with a strategy to fight the thing. Did you figure something out, Circe? More or less. I just hit upon a possibility. What if the spell isn't directly controlling the time stream, or transforming the world from the ground up? For example, if it was actually a kind of displacement spell that connected one area to another with a different flow of time, you could achieve essentially the same effect with relatively less energy expended. Though, of course, that kind of transcendent time-space control would still be almost godlike on its own. Sorry, folks. Circe, you wouldn't happen to be a witch, would you? Nope, I'm not a witch. I am a queen witch. Very young for a queen. More like a princess witch. Shut up! You know, stuff like that hurts even more when you're not even trying to be mean. Abby, I know this may be hard to understand, but while those of us from Chaldea are involved with magical things, I promise we aren't blasphemers. I understand. Neither is Lavinia. I can't believe that someone is bad just because they use spells. Then she really did know about who Lavinia was all along. Even different pastors say the Bible tells us different things when they give sermons. I'm sure God is forgiving even to people who try to use spells. Especially if they try to use them to do good things and make people happy. Thank you, Abby. I know this must be hard, but I hope you'll help us. I will. Queen of Sheba, will you lend a hand to Chaldea? Yes, of course. I can't wait to polish off this demon god pillar. Hey, Queenie, you do know this isn't like ordering one of everything at your local tavern, right? Doesn't mean you still don't know why you were summoned to Salem? I remember Da Vinci confirmed that Circe was summoned thanks to the near-future observation lens, Sheba. Were you summoned the same way? I honestly don't know. I might explain how I'm here, but not why. All I can say for sure is that someone performed a summoning without paying the usual price. So I ended up trapped in Salem and got assigned a role that suited whoever summoned me. It wasn't exactly an ideal turn of events, but after my role as Tituba was finished, I ended up becoming a ghoul with lingering regrets and getting completely obliterated. So if I hadn't formed a provisional contract with you, Solaria, I wouldn't have been able to stay materialized. And instead, I'd be hiding in this safe out, dreading the moment when my magical energy finally ran out. In that case, doesn't mean that the only one who summoned her and the only one assigned her a role are different people? And if they are, doesn't mean the latter tried to get rid of her after she was no longer useful? If I hadn't run into her in the woods, I'd almost certainly be a ghoul myself by now. I came terrifyingly close to dying. And she rescued me even though it put her at risk of disappearing. So I wanted to believe we can trust her. There's something else I'm wondering about that seems kind of important. How are you still after getting completely obliterated as a ghoul? Makes no damn sense. It's not just some sort of trick, is it? I'm afraid I can't tell you that just yet. Huh? Why the hell not? Because I still can't prove anything. I know what happened from your perspective, but if I tell you all, that'll make it fact. You're the same Tituba who took care of us at the Carter House, right? Yes, but... Well, I do have memories from when I was Tituba. They weren't my memories. At the time, I thought I really was Tituba. It was like my whole brain was hazy and muddled. So someone's blocking your thoughts? So someone's blocking your thoughts. That's got to be related to my summoning, too. Because I'm pretty sure you were originally supposed to be summoned to Salem as yourself. But the summoning didn't go as planned, seeing how you ended up being forced into the role of Tituba. In other words, whoever summoned you messed up, and I was brought in as your backup, am I right? I can't answer that. Same deal as before, huh? Alright, if you can't answer that question, then at least tell us this. Why can't you answer that question? Because I don't want to make enemies out of you. Is there any way we can contact Chaldea again? Our child Chaldea reopened at the same time Queen of Sheba was revived. Given what else has happened with the near future observation lens, that can't be a coincidence. This is really difficult, isn't it? Between the demon god pillar and the people of Salem. It almost feels like homework King Solomon left for us. So, everyone suspects Uncle Carter? There are things I have to ask him myself. I can't believe he would ever leave me behind like that, Mosh. Yeah, there's been one surprise after another. I must say, though, you're taking this remarkably well, Abby. I could learn a thing or two from you. Me? Oh, thank you, but I'm just a child. I still don't even understand half of what you told me about, Chaldea. All I really know is that you're all good people. Thank you, Abby. Wait till she meets Salter and Jalter. She's strong and very wise. I'm sure she's feeling scared and alone now, but she's able to compartmentalize so it doesn't overwhelm her. I think we have a lot in common with Abigail right now. During the incineration of humanity, we were all that remained after the world had been wiped out. So many things we had taken for granted were swept up from under us, and we didn't know what we could trust. But even then, I had a lot of people that I knew I could depend on. Even though I didn't have confidence in anything about myself, and knew nothing about the world at large. I had people who cheered me up and looked out for me, and held everything like it was no big deal. Oh my God, seeing older Da Vinci and Roman there, oh man. And someone who was always one step ahead, holding her hand out for me with a smile. Yeah, of course, my character. I can't express how incredibly fortunate I was to have that. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for everyone who was with me. And all that is why I can't let Abigail go through this alone. She's just an ordinary little girl. She deserves happiness as much as anyone else. It would be horrible just to let her sink into despair all alone. Mosh? I need to go back to Salem. I can't stay here. I just can't help but worry. Are you going to go see Lavinia? Yes, I guess you saw right through me, didn't you? I'll go with you. There are still some things I want to look into in town. I'll ask Senpai for permission, and to have someone else come along. I think Neza will be a good choice. Ooh, yes, I love Neza. She tells me all sorts of wonderful things about worlds I've never heard of. Yes, as far as I'm concerned, they're all wonderful, Senpai. See you later, Mosh. Be careful. I will. Please take care of Senpai while I'm gone, Robin. Sure thing. Me, Master, and seriously can handle things. Not sure splitting the party is the smartest move, but also not sure what else we can do. We can't exactly have Mata, Hottie, and Tituba and not Tituba out and about when everyone thinks they're dead. So staying behind the forest as a forest safe house. Damn it, Frenchie, of all the times you need to bail on us. Sanson knows what he's doing. Guess you're right. But, man, still a right bail end. Alright, let's get ourselves over to the town center. Time speeding up here, right? I can still run while carrying you both. Hup! Hey, put me down! I don't need a man to carry me. Well, she's got wings, doesn't she? Okay, we got Sanson. Judge Hopkins is a busy man. He only just escaped a dire threat to his life last night. Yeah. So in these dangerous times, we're not letting anyone suspicious near that house. You gotta be kidding me. No. End of discussion. By the way, you lot better not have gone and buried that condemned woman's body in the town graveyard. We may have more important things to worry about than proper burials just now. That doesn't mean the village is going to forget what you've done. You ask me, you should burn that body. Only a proper thing to do for a witch. Sanson's off his damn rocker. I regret that I will not be able to accompany you for the time being. Nor can I share what I have learned while I have been away, as is a matter of utmost secrecy. What a load of crap. This is quite the pickle, isn't it? More like a whole jar of pickles. We can't let this slide, Master. I think he's lost sight of what we're supposed to be doing here. If it's a jar of pickles, don't let Yang Xiaolong open it. Ruby Chibi reference, sorry. I couldn't believe what I was seeing either. If I were you, I wouldn't have hesitated to use a command spell to remind him who's boss. You could have turned him into a leper and had a limb or two fall off, or just made him into a big Bijor pig. Then again, in this case, maybe a Mangalica sheep pig would suit him better. Or maybe even a white horned owl. You didn't manage something though, right, Robin? Well, more or less. I am an old hand when it comes to these kinds of squabbles. Huh? I see. So you slipped Sansa a note explaining what's going on, did you? Well, you should at least have enough information to keep us all on the same page. Nice job, Matcha. Oh, good, it's you. Would you mind coming with me, please? You're the man we met at the tavern. That's right, and there's trouble brewing there right now. Don't tell me there's more ghouls. No, it's not them, it's the sailors. They're out of control. Did Nella stir up some more trouble? No, it can't be her this time. She wouldn't do that with children around. Let's just forget about it, Master. Nothing newsworthy about sailors getting in drunken brawls. Sailors? Those are the men of the sea you mentioned before, right? I see. So there's a harbor here. Very clever, the demon god pillar, I've got to say. Come on, Solaria, let's go. Hurry up already. Okay, back at the safe house. You mean you have an innate resistance to demon god pillars? I didn't think that was even possible for a servant. Hey, flatter gets you everywhere. If you want to keep talking me up, by all means, go ahead. So now that everyone else is gone and it's just us here, could I talk to you about something? Just between us? What is it? You made a conscious choice to stay here, didn't you? If you really want to go back to the village, you could have figured out a way. You chose to stay behind, though. You stayed behind because, unlike the others, you don't trust me. That was a very wise decision. Let's see, you're as perceptive as the story say. Yes, you're exactly right. The fact that you spent so much time around Miss Carter alone is enough for me to have my doubts. But that's not the only reason. I also had a personal interest in you. I want to know what was behind the strange feeling I had when I performed as you in our play a few days ago. I would have liked to have seen that play for myself. It's not entirely accurate to say that I have a resistance to demon god pillars as such. What I do have is human and demon god blood running through my veins. So it's not that I'm not affected, it's that I affect others. My father was human, but my mother was a djinn who came from the desert. So you're half human, half djinn? Elementals, holy spirits, demon gods, djinn. These beings may have different names, but in reality, they're all the same thing. Once I focus my attention in a specific place, it becomes impossible to make vague or otherwise ill-defined deals and agreements there. In essence, I create a kingdom of Sheba. My word is law wherever I go. The battlefield that makes up the safe house is no exception. The Queen of the Southern Kingdom. I've read a bunch in the Bible, of course. I've heard some sermons that say your kingdom was actually a lost Garden of Eden. I would like to say it was. I'm afraid that's giving me too much credit. I mean, if that was true, I'd have to be a messenger from God or something. Are you sure? I think it would suit you wonderfully. Just like this Salem is anti-Eden. A place where hearts praying for happiness are twisted into doubt and suspicion, leading to terrible crimes. We have to stop it no matter what. Queen Sheba, now's your chance to tell me everything you know. Or just your best guess. Let me see. Okay, we're not that far. About this demon godpillar and what it's trying to accomplish here in Salem. You showed up right when Masha and the rest of us were in danger. As if you planned it. Be honest, you can see the future, can't you? I can see the future. Sorry. That's why Chaldea's observation lens is named after you, isn't it? Sometimes revealing the future can change what may happen, make some things more likely than others. Part of the reason I ended up failing is because I held on to too much knowledge, too many secrets. So that's what you meant when you said you didn't want to make enemies of us. Right. The traps have been laid here in Salem is frightening cunning. Sharing information about would put me in danger too. So, I'd really rather not. I already died not just once, but twice. Nothing scares me anymore, so please? That is so cute. Alright. But I can't tell you for free. I am the Queen of Sheba, after all. Huh? Are you serious? I was hoping you could tell me about a certain man. One that only those who have been in Chaldea would know. Specifically, your memories of him from when he was human. Is that all you want? Yes, of course I'd be happy to. Now I see. So it was your feelings for him that had an effect on your play. I suppose so. Oh, this is so embarrassing. The hill with the gallows. I was hoping I'd never have to come here again. Abby. Over there. Oh my. There she is, right by the hill. Thank you, Neza. Marsh, would you mind waiting here, please? And off she goes. That white hair, it must be Lavinia. I wonder what she's doing here. This place stinks of blood, but I do not sense evil, not now. That captain at the wharf just now, much more monstrous look to him. I suppose everyone's different in their own way. Lavinia! I've been looking everywhere for you. What happened to you? Your hands are filthy. What do you want? I just met a man named Captain Alden at the wharf. He told me you'd been staying with him at the Harbor Inn, and that you'd gone to stop by your home. We looked for you there too, but we couldn't find you, so we came here. That isn't his real name. His real name is Captain Marsh. He's from the South Seas. He's been friends with my family for a long time. I was cleaning up my house. Captain Marsh said I should mortgage it. By next week, it'll belong to the bank. Huh? Were you kicked out of your home too, Abby? Serves you right. That said, I'm sure they'll rebuild your house in no time. And you won't be having any trouble finding a place to stay. Don't worry about me. Lavinia, about your family. I don't want to hear it. I see you're still with that troop. You didn't tell them our secret, did you? No, I promise I never tell a soul. Besides, they're just visiting Salem. They're better off not knowing anyway. Lavinia, Abigail, have you ever thought about leaving Salem? Captain Marsh said he'd take us anywhere. Jamestown, Barbados, anywhere. Leave Salem? You mean with you? Yes. We can leave here and go somewhere far away. I don't know where, but somewhere. How can we possibly do that? We're just children. Are you worried about the fair? Don't be. My family's giving Captain Marsh lots and lots of gold. Enough to buy a dozen ships. We've already more than paid for 2 small passengers. And he won't turn you away, I promise. So I want you to decide right now. Right now? I can't. Uncle still isn't back yet, and besides, the weather's been so bad that no ship has been able to set sail for. That doesn't matter. Captain Marsh would never, ever wreck his ship. I promise you, we can leave Salem safely. But he's only willing to bring the 2 of us on board. You can't tell a troop about this. I'm sorry, Lavinia, but I can't. I just can't. I can't leave Salem no matter what. I see. And I guess this is goodbye. Lavinia, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about you and your family. I didn't even know how I can begin to apologize. I don't forgive you, but I accept your apology. Will you still be my friend no matter how far away you go? Friends? We were never friends. Yes, we were, and you're still my friend. No, I'm not. It doesn't matter what you say, you're still my friend. Thank you, I love you, Lavinia. I can't breathe, Abby. Goodbye, Lavinia. Goodbye, Abby. I knew you would say that. Hey, grandfather, I will fulfill our family's wish. I promise. I am not going to try and read that. Okay. So we're going to be going to the wharf. And we're going to be facing at least one rider servant and archer and saber. Huh. I'll take a look and see who I'm going to need to bring along. I know I'm going to have to bring at least one assassin. I hope that she can help me out there. I mean, if it's a bunch of riders, I'll just take Cleo. But if it's like one rider or whatever, I'll take Jack. As for the sabers and archers, I don't really feel comfortable taking a lancer for the archers. Well, we'll figure that out next time. Until then, it's Love Jazz saying thank you all for watching. Take it easy.